It's Chino Royale, Tino Noir. How y'all feeling? What's good? Look. It's time for every lesson, every blessing. It's time for the check-in. I'm here with what's your name, sir?
Mr.
Too Quick.
Yes,
man,
sir.
Man, how long it's been, bro? Like 20 years?
Nah, I think like 4 years now, 3-4 years.
Yeah, it's been like
That's
three,
the last one?
at least since like the beginning, or mid. I'll say mid, like 2020, mid lockdown.
Yeah, it was warm outside, so yeah. I want to say about mid.
Man, how you been since then, man? What's been going on, man? I've been seeing you on the book. I thought you were international, like with Pitbull, Drake, or something. Like
I wish.
I was wondering what was going on, but everything been good in your life.
It's been cool, man. Everything been cool. You know, just been grinding.
Yeah.
Yeah, grinding, pushing the dream. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. Any crazy story? We were just talking about crazy stories.
Yeah,
like,
talking about crazy stories. That one, it was a Sweet 16. It probably was like, I want to say it was that same year after we did the last one. I think it was. It's been a while.
Okay.
But everything going cool or whatever. We come down to like the last 15 minutes of the gig. It was teenagers and I don't know how, they was drunk. The parents trying to have them clean up or whatever. And one thing led to another. People got to arguing.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, the kids pulling out guns.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. Super crazy.
What's been going on specifically with like the music or anything?
Music as far as like what, DJing or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, DJing been busy. It's been busy.
Okay.
It took off a little more after that, last interview that we had. It took off.
Okay.
Yeah,
anything specific? Like any specific thing that happened like to make that take off? Like was there like a meeting of the minds?
I wish it was. I couldn't even tell you. I really could not tell you. It just happened.
Really?
Yeah, it just happened. I mean, my name just started getting out there more.
Okay.
You know, staying consistent, being dedicated. I mean,
were you doing like I know you were doing stuff with like weddings and stuff. Like,
yeah,
do you think
so
like that had a play in it? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it did. So like I still do a lot of weddings. Like my main focus is weddings, corporate events, school events. Everything else is kind of like extra. But like that's my main focus. So like I really went back to the drawing board and like I don't want to say started from scratch, but like I basically started my Allen's Entertainment business from scratch almost. So redid my website, redid how I booked everything. Promotion, that kind of thing, on how I targeted, like the people that was, getting married or whatever.
Right.
All of that. So like all that back end work kind of, led into it. With me, booking more weddings, really getting out there more.
Okay.
And then
big time now.
I wish, man. I wish I ain't big time, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like I always tell myself like my next gig is gonna come from whatever I'm DJing.
Right.
So if I'm at a wedding, I bet it's it's probably like at least one or two people in there might be getting married within a year or two, or maybe even later. So if I kill it, they're most likely to come
easy.
Yeah, easy.
Like
easy.
where's Too Quick at?
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier. So that's where like a lot of my business come from.
Okay.
And then advertising, good advertising, it comes from that as well.
Okay.
So.
I saw you doing stuff with Key. Key is like a promoter here.
Key.
I can't. I swear that's his name.
Good.
But I know that he promotes a lot of stuff at Pierre's, and man, I can't think.
I probably don't know him by name.
Yeah.
So like when it come to Pierre's,
y'all did something at PFW with Flow Rider, I think.
Okay, yeah, Kilo.
Yeah,
that's my guy. That is my guy. Shout out Kilo. Who was Kilo? Shout out to my guy. But yeah, I've been working with him a lot. Like last year, like we really, locked in on the business side. Kind of started doing different stuff, trying to bring, like different events or whatever. But yeah, that's my guy.
Okay,
that's my guy.
Y'all got any like upcoming events getting ready to pop up here?
Yeah, so he got his birthday party, Kilo and Crazy K birthday party coming up.
Okay.
June 22nd. It's a day party hosted by Pleasure P. Make sure you get your tickets. It's gonna be a party.
Man,
it's gonna be a vibe.
Man, do y'all have like any possible plans of going outside of the Midwest?
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. We were talking about it. But, I gotta pick your brain about this stuff.
I ain't gonna lie. Kilo my guy. He connected. So like I work with Kilo on like a lot of like the back end promotion type stuff. He put me on like showing me the showing me the ropes with that.
Okay.
But yeah, he connected. That's the plan. That's the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any dream spot or dream person like you would love to see DJing with, or?
I don't want to say dream spot. Any spot outside of Fort Wayne that's like a major city will be a dream spot for me. Because I feel like if I can, rock a crowd in a whole nother state, it's like, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm that guy.
Man,
I
bro.
feel that way.
No, man, I definitely just been seeing you doing like a lot. It just feels like you doing a lot. Like
Yeah.
up on Facebook. Man, it might not be to you.
No,
You might just be like, look, it's just another day.
I ain't gonna lie, it seemed normal to me. I ain't even trying to sound cocky or none of that. But like, I do a lot of weddings. I do some public events. Like I just wrapped up a lot of school events.
Okay.
This is my second year going back to ACJC. So like there I do like basically tell them how I got started as a DJ, like what it was like, basically coming from, the struggle, building your own business, kind of, being self-driven and all that. So I did that class there. It's like 5 or 6 classes with over a couple hours.
Okay.
But kind of get into that bag a little bit. But yeah,
Right.
I do everything.
Walk us through like a little bit. I know we talked about the IPFW show with Flow Rider. Like how was that experience for you?
That was dope.
Yeah.
I'm like, that
It
was
looked
super-
like
that was-
I
that was super
saw
dope.
like little promo clips, but I was like, man.
It was dope. And it was one of those things, it was like, okay, Flow Rider, okay. And then like when he was up there on the stage, it's like, okay, yeah, Flow Rider got some hits. I forgot about this. And then like just seeing the whole thing, how it was put together, just seeing like that back end, stuff that Kilo showed me on the back end of that. I mean, it was crazy.
That is
It was crazy.
bro.
Next level for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Good
like
person?
nothing I
Like,
ever
you a
did.
good person?
Oh yeah, super
Yeah.
cool.
Like super cool, down to earth.
Yeah, he
type of
was
guy?
chill. Like we was backstage. I had that picture that I had posted.
Yeah.
Backstage. Like him, his team, his DJ. Man, it was super cool. All super cool people.
They dropped some like higher industry wisdom on you.
They didn't do that. Nah, they
They're
didn't
like,
do
look, we
that.
can't give you all the secrets.
They didn't do that. So it was kind of one of those things where like he was heading out. I don't know where else they had to go, but he was heading out right after that show. So yeah, it wasn't really like sit down. Okay,
just quick little snip,
Yeah.
keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, it was one of those. But like the whole show was just like crazy.
That's
It
what's
was
up.
super dope. It was different for sure.
Okay. Definitely something to think about when it comes to going higher up. I know like a lot of people here are trying to get obviously trying to make a name for themselves as well. Like
Yeah.
what's a piece of like advice for like aspiring like DJs and whatnot around
Yeah.
here? Because I be seeing like more and more DJs, like shout out DJ Big J, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just a lot of DJs coming up. Like what's something that you would part on them knowledge-wise?
Yeah, so knowledge-wise, the one thing I'll just say is stay dedicated, keep grinding.
Yeah.
It ain't really like no one answer fit all for everybody because we all kind of like go different ways with it. So like, me, I'm more of like a, private events, weddings, that kind of thing. I know what it took for me to get in that lane, and be good in that lane. So like we all kind of got like different like end goals with it all. So really just, just keep pushing.
Would you say like it's kind of in a way just like being your own type of artist, like you have to have a niche?
Yes, yeah. So it's like one of those things. So like, say like you was to go out to a club, you hear that DJ, and then say you were a DJ, you go out there like, oh man, I need to play like that. That's not what you do.
Right.
Like if you was to go out something like that, you got to be yourself, and that's what's gonna set you apart from everybody else. So like all DJs, we all got that one thing that we good at, or one thing that that we can fall back on. Okay, yeah, I can do this. But I'm good. In this genre, I'm good at mixing this kind of music or whatever. Find what you're good at in DJing, and just push it.
I didn't get to ask this last time. Like, what would you say separates the Too Quick experience from like everybody else? Because I haven't had the pleasure, and I'm gonna make it, I promise. But I need to know what is the X factor at these
the Too
shows
Quick
that
experience?
everybody's just like, man, my wedding's coming up too quick. I need this right now.
I always say this: the Too Quick experience is more than a hashtag. It's a vibe, and it's really a vibe. I ain't even gonna try say no cocky stuff. I ain't finna ruffle nobody's feathers and none of that. But you just gotta be there. You just gotta be there. My style of mixing, the way I play music, and with me, I feed off of the crowd 100%.
Okay.
So like, obviously, getting stuff started, I'm like, okay, play this, find the crowd. And then once I find the crowd, I'm feeding off the energy. the rest of the night.
Any sweet spot of music, or does that just depend on the atmosphere?
It depends. So like, it's one of those things where like I can play, this set today and it can kill it with this crowd. I can play that same set tomorrow and it can just
Die.
Yes, it's one of those things where you gotta be prepared, because you never really know, like what to expect when it comes to like DJing parties or whatever. And you really just gotta know your music.
Okay.
Know your crates.
In the past, like 4 years, like we said, it's been a while. It's been 20 years, but we'll say 4 years. But we'll go ahead and say this. What is something that has happened within those like 4 years that you would say has been a solid growing point for you?
Yeah, really what's happened like within the 4 years is me being able to kind of take off in like the wedding industry. Like with me, that was kind of like what I really wanted to do, because you make the most money.
Right.
But like, like seeing that kind of like, okay, more people starting to book for weddings. And it's like, okay, it's helping me, grow as a DJ, because it's always a different crowd.
Okay.
And it's a challenge because you never really know what to expect. That was the biggest thing with like them last 4 years. 2020, I mean, I did some weddings, but I wasn't out there like that.
Have you always just loved doing like weddings and stuff?
No.
Yeah. Okay, this is more of like a personal question for me, but it's just like I've had to do several things, especially that obviously I haven't loved to do in the industry, and that's just I know that's part of it. But like, what have you done to kind of like find that enjoyment just in it?
Yeah, being able to make basically, I don't want to say all like different types of people, but like making everybody dance, have a good time. Say like you're playing a song and say like the people who are getting married early 20s.
Right.
You see the grandparents out there having a good time. And you see them out there not for just one song, not two, but like, 5+ songs, and they're still out there. And then they finally go sit down because they're tired. Just seeing that and seeing how happy everybody is. I don't know, just getting that feeling. It's like, okay, yeah, they really rocked to what I was playing. And then at the end, everybody comes and sing, oh yeah, good job, da 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 da.
Right.
I don't know, something about that is like, okay, yeah, this is it. But weddings kind of had a downside sometimes too, because it can be stressful at times.
Yeah.
Because it's spot on. I mean, there's no messing up.
Right.
Messing up a wedding, messing up somebody's big day. So
What's your best moment at a wedding, and what's your worst moment at a wedding?
My best moment, I had a wedding 2 weeks ago. I'm 100% sure they danced the entire time. And when I say it was more than like 50+ people on the dance floor at all times, it was that way for 3+ hours straight. And wedding, sometimes, towards the end, it starts to die down. People start to go home.
Down.
Yeah, they sitting down. Some people go home because they've been there all day.
Right.
Not this wedding. It was almost the same amount of people there at the end as when it started. Like, okay.
Well, all right.
I really think that was probably my best wedding. I won't say the best, but one of the best.
Okay.
And then the worst, I actually had a wedding like get shut down early by the guy who owned the venue.
Really?
This was years ago. Yeah, that was probably the craziest thing I ever had happen.
He shut it down.
He shut it down because the venue was attached to a church, and he was not a fan of the music that they had me playing at the wedding. Yeah, this was probably, it's been some years. This is probably like 6-7 years ago.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
they would literally shut down this man's wedding.
Yeah, he shut it down.
That's crazy.
It was like 2 hours early. I'm just like,
nothing after. They're just like, hey man,
it ended after that. Wow. I mean, yeah, it was crazy. I will never forget that.
That is a crazy.
Yeah, it was a good time at the wedding though.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a good time.
Was it at least like towards the end, or like was it literally like at the middle, beginning?
It was towards like the little bit past the middle, kind of towards the end, but it was still, I want to say over an hour early.
That's still crazy though.
Early enough. I mean,
That's
they paid for us.
Yeah, right. Right. A lot of stuff been going on in the city, like all the ciphers and whatnot.
Yeah.
I wanted to pick your mind every time, like I get somebody here, I gotta ask him about it. What your personal opinion is about all of them, especially, shout out June 8th. I got mine coming up pretty soon.
That's dope.
Yeah. Shout out Rock Blanco and all the people on there. But the first couple, like, how are you feeling about all those?
Yeah, I ain't even gonna go into that too far because I know how people is with their music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You ain't even gotta say that. Like,
next thing you know, people try to cancel the Too Quick experience.
Oh, yeah,
but yeah, I mean, shout out to everybody that's doing it. I'll say that. I mean, people like knowing like how much attention was going to it, and like everybody is paying attention to it. And, you know, people still going out there, you know, still doing their thing or whatever.
Right.
I mean, shout out to them for that.
yeah, I had a couple people shout out Big Gregor. I had Gregor on.
Yeah.
Just trying to get a couple. I had Stan back on.
Yeah, dope.
I just figured that the only thing that we kept saying is that in the first one there was just a lot of people that were promised that didn't get to be in it. So I think that's where like that was kind of where the ropey dope was, where it's just like you kind of thought, and then they're like, nah.
Yeah, I was ready to see pressure on that.
Yeah, that's what I kept saying that too.
Yeah, that's he wasn't on. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
but everybody did a thing on that one. I thought it was dope.
Big support.
I thought it was dope.
I definitely did support that. How did you feel about the heat check one? Did you see that one?
The heat check.
That one did have pressure on it.
It did have pressure on it. That one was super dope. I think they came
with the old classic Mobb Deep.
Yeah, that one was dope. That one was dope. I feel like anytime somebody, you know, do something, you know, like after it's like, you know what you got to top. So it's like, you go all in.
Definitely. I'll ask a very controversial one. Do you feel like it set a bar higher?
I ain't even going to say
Hey, I had to ask.
Yeah, I'm cool with a lot of those people on both sides.
You're like, look, y'all did great.
Yeah, they all did good. I got a lot of their music. I played some of their music out. I mean, wherever it fit. I even reached out to some of the people that was on those ciphers and get their music. So yeah.
You ever thought about like doing like collective stuff? I know like some DJ Khaled type of stuff.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
And then it kind of go back into that thing, you know, people sensitive about their music.
Yeah.
And then they'll probably think, oh, I mean, who are you to judge, you know, my music? I mean.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I thought about it. It's a lot of dope artists in Fort Wayne. A lot of them make dope music. A lot of them make quality music. I'll say that. I mean, but everybody ain't there.
Like, I definitely see a lot of like potential in like the city. I know everybody says the same thing. You know, there's a lot, like, it's a melting pot of just talent here.
Yeah, it is.
And I just think that we all just need to get together as much as possible. I know it's hard, you know, with, like you said, the egos getting away. But hey, man, we're all competitive out here, you know.
Yeah, I feel like if Fort Wayne was really to come together on the music scene like these other cities like Detroit and all that, I mean, I feel like somebody would have popped off by now. Yeah, it's a lot of dope artists. Everybody's got to come together. Maybe get the egos out the way, all of that.
Maybe like excluding all that, just like a very neutral question, but like what's something that you could see like in the industry, like music wise, like us doing like together, like at least in the city, besides the cypher?
Yeah, I mean, besides the cypher, I mean, I don't really know how to answer that because everybody's style is different, I want to say.
Right.
So, I mean, I was like, everybody couldn't come together on a track, but I feel like everybody probably could try to come together and do like an album, like, you know, like a Fort Wayne album or something. So, like, you know, everybody got their own styles. You know, track one, boom. This
Daniel start selling over here in the gift shop.
Yeah, you know, make Fort Wayne history. You know how like that My City thing did. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember that.
I remember
that.
Yeah, something like
definitely,
that.
because that was very iconic to me, at least, because I heard that on the radio everywhere.
It was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
Tin Cap Stadium.
Everywhere.
I mean, I feel like, you know, we need something like that to really get all of Fort Wayne on board.
Right.
And then, you know, boom, next thing you know, it go viral. Next thing you know.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like, I ain't gonna say it's that easy. But, But yeah.
But it's a step in the right direction, right?
I mean, it's worth a try.
Yeah. You think, I would say even do stuff like this, like get like you can get painters involved, like do all the murals, and like you said, you'd even notice this right here.
Yeah, like I never been down here. Like, I never noticed this. Like Fort Wayne has got a lot of artists. I mean, like music and art can kind of go together.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, do something dope with that.
But I definitely appreciate you sliding on through again.
No problem.
To the check-in. You know, we got check-in again, part 2.
Yeah.
Here, hopefully not the next 4 years. But maybe sooner than 4 years.
Give it like a year. Do like a yearly check-in or something like that.
Definitely. But before we get on out of here, I always got to ask this question. Where you see the next couple of years going for the Too Quick experience?
I'm looking to take the Too Quick experience out of Fort Wayne.
Okay.
Go somewhere else. I feel like I feel like I could blow up somewhere else.
You could.
Yeah, I really feel like. I mean, I'm confident in that.
Like we're talking about on the way here, man. It's just like I can see you up in the Shy. I can see you over in D-Town, Indy even. You know, Indy's starting to blow up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I DJ on, you know, whenever I'm free, I do TikTok live. You know, and like different people, you know, from all over be on there. You know, a lot of people from Texas are checking in, and like they really be rocking with like the way, you know, I mix or whatever. So it's like I know, like if I go somewhere else, it's like easy, man. Just blow up.
Definitely.
Hopefully.
Just remember a small folk over here.
Most definitely. Always will, man. Always will.
But like I said, I appreciate you sliding on through, showing some love. But go ahead. I'm gonna have it in the description. Let us know wherever we can find you because we need to find you, sir.
Yes, sir. On Facebook, you can look up Allen's Entertainment. That is my company. You can also look me up at Too Quick on Facebook. That's my personal page. On Instagram, at DJ Too Quick. TOOQUICK. You're fine.
Yeah, you're good. I swear. You're all good.
But yeah, on Instagram, at DJ Too Quick. DJ TOOQUCIK.
Hey, that's Mr. Too Quick, the Too Quick Experience. But until next time, stay royal out there. Peace.